When we got the starts about Torah, Tefillah, and chein Yisrael. We explained these are the three pillars, Yiddishe. The only thing we can really do in the world, we close to Hashem. They just gave us the Torah. Tefillah brings us close to Hashem. And the chein Yisrael, the inner meaning of it really, is how to pick up the emunah which fell down completely, which is the situation we're in all the time. We just lose ourselves. Now we just see all the time that I have a cheshivas, but the erev says nachas from there, cheshivas from there. So this is like the first chiyus you give to emunah. The emunah, it's very posh, it's very posh, so everybody can have it. It's a chein of Yiddishkeit. Sometimes it's a plain chein of Pesach, chein of Yom Tov, chein of the Massas. There's a chein of nachas to the erev. That's plain level. Now the chein is your ma'ala and meroimim. Because it gets higher and higher and higher. Now this is plain seichel. Plain seichel goes better and better, it goes higher. It's more, like, it comes more and more chein. And then you can have a chein of a mitzvah, a chein of a Torah you're learning. Then it turns into seichel, which is chein, as the Rebbe reminds in the writer. We have to understand that the connection, which with the chein, which he reminds in the beginning of the Torah, to the chein he says later, which is ches and nun, is connected. And that's where it's very clear that he means in the beginning, the union of chein v'cheshivas doesn't mean the chein v'cheshivas in a stadlus of people. It means the chein v'cheshivas for Hashem. But that chein v'cheshivas really changes you completely. It makes you happy, fresh, with people, with yourself, from bias, with people, the wind, the chein of life, makes it completely different. And that chein has a ruchnistic koyach that you have chein by the erev. And you're matzliach in the stadlus also, because you have a chein ruchni, because the whole union of this Torah is how the seichel, the pnimis of a thing, is the ikar of the thing, right? So the pnimis is shayla and begashmis. So that's why it says the connection. Okay, we learned this. It's very understood. And we're going into the second part of the union of Eish Yisraelis, looks at the seichel, shebachol dover, which is the beginning of the plain thing. Start with plain seichel, that there is a chein of Yiddishkeit. I am nachas ruch v'eibishter. There's something Hashem is in this world. You wake that up, which that malchus Yiddishe, that's the plain beginning. And then it turns into a seichel that, hey, everything after doing, I'll do with halacha. Hashem is here. There's a chein, there's a seichel, everything. I allow or not. That seichel brings you to the higher seichel, the seichel of the Torah. That seichel brings you to the pnimistic seichel, which is, in the beginning, Rebbe says, the seichel shel kol dover. Then he said, the seichel shebetov. Because that's pnimis. And that's a big light. Because you understand how you're serving Hashem with everything. We can understand that the machshava seichel is machshava, the Rebbe Nachman's chochmah, seichel, and seichel shebedover, and his rinder should be mayor, the person. That is the horror which is called Moharan in a person by us. Seichel is the horror samechan. Now that seichel is what the tzaddikim teach us. That's what we're learning with them. Because without the tzaddikim, you have no connection with seichel at all. And you have no connection, you don't understand how to hold on with your love. And that's what we're learning right now. How to have the time of seichel. But in the seichel itself, there's a big seichel which is watching yourself and everything in halacha. What's good, what's bad, what's midas tavis, what's clean, what's zach and noki, and what's og and megushi. Then you get into the thing that tzaddik, they open up the light. And they open up how you be close to Hashem with everything you're doing. So whatever you're doing, the main thing we're doing usually is thinking just about nothing. Oh, no, I'm thinking about emunah. So you're really doing something. Oh, so that's a different world. I'm thinking how to serve Hashem. Oh, so you're looking at seichel. So you're thinking of seichel of the world, how Hashem made the world, and took us out of Mitzrayim. And maybe Nissan it's so special. And then you think about the seichel of the mitzvahs you're doing. I have sisters, I have tefillah, I have a board, I have faith. I'm doing for Pesach, so I'm special, I'm well. Without the seichel, the mitzvah is like, you don't know you're doing a mitzvah. Without this previous seichel, you don't know how to think about the mitzvah of Achdus Hashem, Ha'avivir, which are the basic 6 mitzvahs you have to do all the time. Now this, going to the Seichel Shebachol Davar changes everything. You have the Seichel in every Dvar Shus, which means everything you're doing. Sleeping and eating and the house. You're looking at the premium sort of thing. Now when that Seichel shines, it's called Ches. You have such a Chiyas. It's like you're living in a dream, because you're living close to Hashem. You're living, and the thing would bring you very big happiness, very big light, very clarity of how to serve Hashem. And this is what the Tzaddik will really teach us, how to be very clear. We learned a list that this is called Torah, it's called Yaakov. Yaakov is called the Katnas, which becomes Seichel Torah. And that's the Chochmah, which is the neshama of a person, which is Metoichei Nofach, the Achdus, the Yiddishe of a person which works, which does that you're doing this for us, things happen. By the Nachas Ruach of the Eibusha, it's called Kabbalah. It has very big names. It's by us, we're mamish machadeh. So this, the Nachas Ruach of the Eibusha is immense. But when you have that light, it's a different story. It's a very different story. And there's a lot of levels of that, and the Rebbe Nachman puts us into this business. We have the Baal Shem Tov teach us how it goes. And there's the reserve now. So we've learned that. Now we've learned that there's a ches and there's a nun. But you can't always hold on. There's times you're very becottens, you're very busy. There's times you really lose yourself completely. I'm working, things aren't working out, and you fall into, your machshava is gone. Seichel is machshava really. The whole thing of looking Seichel Pnimi means that there is an avodah, the serve Hashem b'machshava. So when sometimes the Seichel goes away. So what do you do then? So Rebbe said then you have to hold on the nun, which is ches and nun together. You hold on the nun, you can hold on the ches through the nun. That's where you hold on. So this, what the Rebbe reminds in the beginning, he says we have to look at the chein of the whole davar, and he doesn't show the connection with the ches and the nun. You're connected, right? It's really, in the beginning, he spoke about the pashtus, which is the nun. That is this machshava, the Yiddishe, is a big chiyas. You can learn chiyas means the chiyas of Alef, which is really the premius, but you learn plain chassidish way. It's chiyas. You have chiyas. You will have chiyas. In other words, if you don't have chiyas, you're not using your machshava. You're not looking at all of premius, so you don't have chiyas. That's the question a person would ask right now, right? You cannot do that. I don't have a machshava. What's talking about? The answer is, well, it might take you months to start to know what machshava is, but you can know once you would be able to know. Just read some chasidish. So one halacha, Likutei halacha, so you get this whole thing. You say, well, you don't say what machshava is. Get a friend, sit down with her, you'll get it. You will ask the question, this is too high for me. Learning it on. So it's like a good halacha, so I'm saying, Tanya, it's wonderful, it's too high for me. But wait, don't run away. I have a way to help you. This is what the Rebbe is so special. So I explained it. So it says we need a chokhmah seichel, a chiyah shel kol davar, which means 3 things. Two we reminded you before. That chokhmah chiyas lamala, chokhmah chiyas by you. Just the 3rd thing. The 3rd thing that if you think this is only like a psychological thing. No, I'm telling you that there is chiyas adakus in the thing. A chokhmah machaya, and then chiyas adakus is waiting for you. 6,783 years. We're waiting for you right now to put speed of masa in your mouth. And this is like the first time it ever happened. Because every year is like a whole new world. It's a covered shemayim. If you look at the Chiyas Adakus and the Davar, and this thing is explained, the explanation of the thing means that Hashem made a Chiyas Adakus and he put it into a jail, into a Astora, and there's no covered shemayim. It's a big tzar for the Eibush. And he's waiting every year. The person should renew the covered shemayim. So we're waiting for you to do every day the tefillin, the tzitzis, the davening, and the mitzvahs, especially the mitzvahs of Yom Tov, which are called our higher tikkun, or tikkun of the whole year. So we're really just waiting for you 6,000 years. Where there is chachma in the thing. This isn't only a chachma which makes you feel good. This is the truth. The truth. Of course, to help a person, you can use psychology or whatever things are, but the truth helps more than everything else. It can help, it can bring you to what. If you don't get that truth, you really can't have a sense of nochsa nefesh, because you don't know who you are. You learn the Torah, you learn the Svarim. Tzadikim Abigala, the erev seichel, the sikum of the Torah, the halacha of previous Torah, halacha of the Ma'aseh of Avodas Hashem. You know, there is chiyas halakus. So there's 3 points to it. The chiyas halakus, you make chiyas lamala, and you have chiyas lamata. So there's 3. So what do we do? You can say, I don't know how to do this. I can't. So the Rebbe says, I know you can't. There's a lot of ways why you can't. You didn't learn it yet. You can learn it. You can go forward. It's not so deep. It's very plain. It's very plain. It's not Kabbalah. It's not Kabbalah. No? It's not so deep. It's plain. To me, some pshitas. It's more plain than you are. It's more easy than anything else in your life. It's just wake up your Kedusha, wake up your Nissan. Let your Neshama go on. So, there's a lot of things why you can't, even if you do learn it, and you do know it, and even if you do not so. Most of the time, a person has katnus, they can't remember anything. And then even if you can do remember, really you can't pick up the chiyas halakus alone without the dvekas, the kashas, the tzadik, everything you do really makes the chachma and top work, so there's chachma coming down to you more. So there's a lot of things you can't do it completely, and many, many ways. If you learned it, if you haven't learned. So we have a Rebbe, we have a good mentor, we have a daddy, an Abba. He takes our hands, he's going to take care of us. Now let's try to understand what day it is here. Let's understand. I think we've explained it. Let's get it clear right now. So, in the word chein, which I said before, right? I started the Torah with chein. Let me just explain. That this chein, the nachas which has, there's 2 parts. There's a nachas he has, which is that when the chein becomes chiyus, seichel, as a nachas he has when the chein is the prince of nun. Which what's the pin of nun? Okay, so it says it's prince malchus. Okay, so the remez nun is malchus. You know, you have to look in the seichel called that. You have to look in the seichel the Isis, right? So it says the fnei shemesh yinoin shvoi. Fnei shemesh, Mashiach will come. He'll change the whole world. The whole world will become light. But in other words, before you have the light of Mashiach, right? You need, what are you looking for? Yinoin malchus. Right? Right. Oh, there is a midrash that say that Yinayin is Mamash Mashiach, Mamash Chizgalas Malchus Yiddishe. That's we'll speak about that later. Exactly how this comes. Yinayin talks about Malchus, but there's Rashi Lashon Malchus. The Rebbe says, what does it mean? Zeh B'chinas Levona. So the Rebbe says, what is it? It's B'chinas Levona. It means like the moon. With the moon. What does it mean like the moon? Ki Levona ein lo oir ma'asmo. Kim Mashemekabeles Mashemesh. The moon takes the light of the sun. When it's close to the sun, really between the earth and the sun, there's nothing, you don't see the moon at all. It moves a little way, you start to see the side over there. And in the middle of the month, the other side, it's a full moon. So the moon goes that way. So we have to be the same thing. Kim Mashemekabeles Mashemesh. Zeh P'chinas Malchus, Les Lemegar Mo Klum. That P'chinas Malchus, P'chinas Nun, has no chiyas, megarmo from itself. He has to always be close, stand and looking. The sun should be looking the right direction. You stand looking back to get the moon in. Ki imal Mashem mekabeles Mashemesh. Zedis. Ele Mashem mekabeles minaches, P'chinas Chochma, P'chinas Shemesh. And through that, Nasa Oil Bonikor. Okay, so I'll just stand on the fact now. Does everybody understand what to do? Now you're saying no. Yeah? What do I do? So we can say the pashtas. And Malchus means Tzimtzum. You say Malchus means Tzimtzum. Malchus means the Kabbalah of Malchus. You know, I don't have the light, so I have the Kabbalah of Malchus. Okay, nice. Tzimtzum means some door. In a way you can. Right? You can say a lot of things. You can say Levona means moon sing. Sometimes it's low, sometimes it's big. Very nice. Right? Very nice. You say listen to me, Garmo Klum means Remes. Then I have to be close to Hashem. They don't want anything in the world, just Davished. It's like a Yiddishe word, you know? Listen to me, Garmo, I don't want anything else, just Davished. But let's all focus on what the Rebbe really does say here. And understand it, Noson's words in Il's Pekod Nalach Dalit. He explains it very clear. Very clear. He talks about Tzimtzum and Seichel. He talks about the whole thing of the Pnimis HaSeichel, which is the main avodah of a person. And he explains it. That less than Megar Mokli means over here that the Rebbe says, you have a job. Okay. You have a job, and it's a happy job. You fulfill your life. It's the happiest thing in the world. It's being Davik the Eibster with a great cycle. It's such a light out of this world. What do you do when you can't do that job? Huh? What do you do? Well, I lost my job. I finished. I don't do anything. That's what it says. That's what it says. Less than Megar Mokli. I was telling you. Do you know that Hashem is waiting for you? He's waiting for you. We're waiting for you. Because the whole world is Malchus Shemayim, and there's no electricity, no power, no light. Less than Megar Mokli. Whatever you do, you're wonderful. Just do something. Don't say tomorrow. That's all. That's what Rebbe Nachman explains this. So say tomorrow. Rebbe Nachman goes into it and says there's a day of a chassan and a bris, of a shiur, there's days you can't learn your shiur, there's a day you put it off tomorrow. That's what happens with us. Remember, we just remember one thing. There is the avodah of seichel and chiyus in a smaller way. Just made less than Megar Mokli. So no one could fulfill it. Hashem made the world in a way that only the Adam, the Yid, the Mekabel Torah can fulfill the world of brachas. So just do what you can. And do what you can, and not push and go for tomorrow. Even if you can't look at the seichel, but how do you have to look at it? Remember what you do right now. You are yearning, shtoikikus, rotzen. You're mechavi your ois, a little bit of seichel. That's what less than Megar Mokli. That a little seichel, you can't have. You can't have that seichel that's a ori godel. You can't have that seichel that's p'choire. That's mamish big. But you can have the Urch Tzadikim, which is K'or Noiga, Hoylech V'God. You can start from small and go up. So you can have it. What are you talking about? Well, I can't feel that. You don't have to feel. Right now, you just, whatever you're doing, get the seichel, big seichel into yourself. Which is just, how do you do that? Now, this is exactly one of the pillars of the Rebbe's derech, which most of the Rebbe's derech talks about, Leis and Sichas, The Rebbe's derech, the derech, he teaches us is Tmimus and Pshitas. Tmimus and Pshitas, does Tmimus and Pshitas mean I'm just doing a mitzvah and Tmimus and Pshitas? No, it does not mean that. Tmimus means I'm Tmimus Pshitas, believing in Hashem. I'm doing the mitzvah knowing that Hashem sees me and I'm happy. That's Tmimus Pshitas. It's a different day and night, right? It's a difference. I'm doing something that I can do, and I'm taking some chiyas, because I'm Tmimus Pshita. I know the Hashem is here. I know there's nitzotzes. I know fix it up. Do I know what nitzotzes, man? Nope. I don't want to know right now. I'll learn something, because I have I don't mind. Main thing, the check is good. That's all. Everything's good. Because I know this happens with me. I know that it's here. And I know what a bracha is. There's many brachas in the day. And it's mirrored on this makes the whole day holy. There's a davening. I put on this film. I did it. Whatever I didn't do completely, but I did. Wow. So you're getting the chiyah. So that's the Megar Mokli. Agrees exactly that. Explains the whole thing. You need a light. Less than Megar Mokli. The moon doesn't have light. You need that light. But you're in the middle of the moon, which sometimes is a small light. It gets bigger. So you just attach, you make nachas ruach from the eibster, and a very tzmimus pshitas away in a way that you also have simcha, chiyas, mashmos, fulfillment. It's 10, 20 things. And they say it's a simple thing. I'll be happy. Okay, you fulfill. Be like, I won today. I once had. Today was a wonderful day. I did something. Something happened. Something was wonderful. That's what the Eitz is over here. So there's one question to ask. Why doesn't the Rebbe elaborate? Why doesn't explain the whole thing? Nice question. He tells us that the Seichel you can't do because you don't understand it, right? It's a problem, right? So it says, I'm giving you a very plain way, and he says it in a way that even if you have a couple, you don't get it. You say, means Prince Malchus Simpson. That's all. And you know what he says, the Rebbe Nachman explains it, and you get the whole thing ties together. And without that, it doesn't have the kesher, and complete, doesn't make sense. When Rebbe Nachman says, and you get it, oh, now it makes sense. So one question, what you're talking now, the plain thing, so why don't you explain me? What's the answer? He did explain it. He started the Torah with an explanation, because this thing is called Lahalas al-Roim, Chein Amit. As we explained this whole thing, there's like a Ben Melech gets up, you slept and gets up, Melech is coming, wow, I'm getting life. From where? From sleeping, which is getting up from Ayelis Ahov Me'Yalis Chen. Ayelis means the Ilsa Kaddish Malchus at night. Chasois, getting up at Chasois, getting up from the Shvir, getting up from your Yerida and your Nefila. And explains that the whole thing, that's the whole Achshav, the whole Golus is that what the chein amitish Yisrael nofal. And the chein is by them. You see the chein, you see all the tavis. You see all the big things in the world, money and COVID and things that you dream about what you don't have, you look at. So your chein falls down. You're living in a world which, it's a Golus and Nefesh. The chein nofal. But if you meroimim the chein, which is something that you can do, you just pick yourself up. Yeah, I'm buying matzahs. Yeah, I'm buying wine. I'm getting ready for Pesach. So I have such a nachas of Eibishter. You just have to wake up the machshava in a very small way. The tmim is a machshava. Pashtus, the tmim is shel machshava dekdusha, which is emunah with a chiyus. You're going to say, I have emunah. Do you apply it? Do you apply your emunah? No. If you apply your emunah, it's called chein. It's already a ches with a nun. There's a ches in the nun. So you see, after this explanation, we go back to the beginning. Rebbe says, exactly like I'm telling you, I'm teaching you. I'm teaching you that you can't look at a sech without chein. So before that, I talked about the chein. I made a kli for Yiur before. And the kli is Torah, Tefillah, and Lahalas al-Roim chein. And the Lahalas al-Roim which come from Torah and Tefillah, which you hold on in your very hard day, that plain Torah you learn. And that Tefillah, with that Baroim Machain, you can do it with a little bit of Torah, right? You're Ma'ala the Ilsa Kaddish, Ayelis Ahov Me'Yalis Chen. It's the Seder of the Aliyah of the Shechina every night, and everything goes up, and your Seichel wakes up. Your Emunah is applied. You're applying your Emunah, and you're a different person completely. You want to drop, and that's what it says. That's the Nun, which is a Kli for the Ches. But with that nun, you can come by the ches. You can't hold on the ches all the time, but you can hold on the nun, which is a little bit of the ches. Because that's not megar mo klum. You can't allow malchus to be without chiyus. You need a ches all the time. You can't do without that. It must be. So here we have the thing. And the Rebbe did explain. You can't ask him, he didn't explain. He did explain. He explained it very clearly with the whole notes. What we learned, and when we're the Indians comes out very clear. The whole thing comes very tied together. Let's just go into a little bit now, we have to learn further on, and what we saw now really we just spoke over what we've learned already before, right? So let's just continue as a preface, Akdama, again, as we're now getting ready for Pesach, right? We should talk about Pesach a little bit, and get this whole thing really, I mean, this whole thing started, these holy days, these very special days. These very, very special days, this is the time when this whole chein started, and the whole seichel started. And every year we start new now. We really have to know how special it is, and there's something for us to do. We have to get into the chein of these holy days. Because these yomim, this is the time that Eibishter showed the nachas from us, the connection with Eibishter, that we have a chein by Hashem. Right? Reading the world, there's no chein at all. You can call it a nice picture, it has a chein, something nice, something special, food, something, it has a chein, but it has no real chein. It's just something that's just colored, fools you. But there's one real chein. The Goyim have no chein, with all beautiful buildings and nice houses. It's a chein, you call it chein, but it's real chein, it's not for real. The chein between the Eibishter and Yiddishe, that's real. That's the real world. And I eat it with you. So bad. Yeah, me too. Right. So that's the thing. We always forget it. Why? Because we fall into Mitzrayim. So that's where the whole thing's going on. That chein starts now, because Rosh Chodesh Nissan is the thing that Yiddishe gave us Rosh Chodesh. Rosh Chodesh means that he made this whole derech that we live in a world of always metaken, always fixing, always working, and always doing for Malchus Yiddishe. We fix the Malchus Yiddishe. That's what the Rosh Chodesh means. That the Malchus Yiddishe, which is the thing that gives power for the sun, for the moon, only come have koiches from Shmori Hamalz, from the Klippus. The Eibish's Mesadas go. The Levana has chos for the Pneumius. And that's why it works like Malchus goes. Malchus goes up to get Chias and it goes down. Every night it goes down, becomes dark. Right? And then in the month, the Eibishter gave us the Yisori, the 12 times a year. Right? 12 times a year. The Malchus is Mekabel L'Schatches, which means the Nefilas chein is Mekabel L'Schatches. And this is all in these 12 days, which is the 12 days of the whole year, which are called Rosh Chodesh, Nissan is Kule, Rosh Chodesh. Like, it's what the Eibishter came down to this world, down these days. And it was Megala, is covered. Megala, what he made the world for. Megala is a Bnei B'chayri Yisrael. There's Am Yisrael. There's Shlachas B'nei V'yavdeni, I need you. There's a chein in the world. And it was Megala, also the Seichel. These are the days, it was Megala the Seichel. But after like the moon goes up, right, becomes Yom Tov, right, then when Megala the Seichel, all the Moif and all the Sichel in the world, I see us what's right. We saw the truth. We see that there's an erev and there's no clippers. It's a different light. All tumor goes away, flies away. That takes us out. Al Kamfin Nishan, which is the chef of Das, the chef of the Midas Yiddishe. Light shines. There's a different kind of world. There's Oises, Moishen, Shini Ateva. This world isn't for real. Now I see what is for real. And Klal Yisrael have become people with seichel. When we call it seichel, the Gemara says, when the power, Moshe came to power, right, he made the Mofsim, right? He made a Mofsim with the Nochash. So then the guys over there from power, you know, the Mahashim says, "Teven at the Machnas Afarayim." You want to put in brains into people who's plain stoneworkers, their whole lives, their father and grandfather. What are you doing? Teven at the Machnas Afarayim. Teven at the Machnas Afarayim. Says, yeah, I can make Teven as Tfunas Ator. You can make them smart. You can give them brains. Oh, yeah, I get you. You want to make people very smart philosophers in the Yiddishe, in religion. Spiritual, okay, there's another word for that. Spiritual people. There's plenty of guys who can make it spiritual. But we became spiritual, yes. Yes, we have this, and their spirituality, we have this Zikron of Yitzis Mitzrayim every day and every time. We put on this film, Yitzis Mitzrayim. Hashem was Berchem, and there's no Teva. And the whole world is Hashem's hands, and there's a Hava, there's Yira, there's a Seichel. Hashem is here, that's a Seichel of the world, thinking about Achdus Hashem, about Hava Yira. He gave us mitzvahs, don't eat matzvahs. There's a thing that connects us from the Hava Hashem, is what the Hava gave us what to do. And there's a Seichel in it, and Melech Malcham Lovim gave us. There's a Seichel in the Nefesh, everything happens with your Nefesh. Because in Mitzrayim were broken up slaves, people were very low, very big problems, you know. And yeah, different nefesh, you see the primas. No, it's just like went down and go up. There's a seichel being fixing the low place, going down to Golas, and to get up, to get to close to Hashem forever. There's a thing being fixed in the world, there's something going on. There's a seichel of the very shults, what's going on? With that achila, you come like that. Here, I want you to eat, I want you to do that, I want you to do that. Hey, in this world, what's the difference what you do, you know? Come Pesach, you got it like that puzzle. Well, it's just like, ooh, the Eibishter, Melech Malcham Lovim, there's a cares about such a small thing. There's a seichel in everything you do. So the whole seichel came out here. Now we're standing at the day, we're standing by the Be'er, but we get all the das. Where the Nachal is, where the money, here we have to take this in. How do we do it? This is exactly what we have to do right now. But what is Mitzrayim? What is Mitzrayim? Mitzrayim is Yitzhahara. I was talking right away after that about Yitzhahara. Losing seichel, going away from seichel, which means going away from the pashta seichel also that you can have. Right? So that's called Esav. We're going right away, that's called Esav. Shebizus Abchora. Yitzhar. What is the Yitzhar right now? So, we also know chametz. In these days, we're all working to guard the chametz, clean out the house and the chametz. Right? Because of chametz, Yitzhar. Chametz is gaiva. No, gaiva, not me, I don't know what it is. Yep. Gaiva. Of course. Okay, very nice. Well, what does tzaddikim say about chametz? Yeah, they say chametz is gaiva, right? Chametz is Yitzhar. What's the point? What's the nikud of the chametz? The nikud of chametz is your machmitz, your machshava. As Rebbe explains it to in more places. Your feelings, your machshava, and the sheir of machshava is ratzon. There's a ratzon to a kavanah, to the truth, and that should be my machshava. It's three things, machshava. Rebbe always talks about ratzon because it's wrong to talk about machshava. So the seichel, chochmah, and seichel, so it's all things that tzaddikim shine into us, the ratzon to machshava. If a person doesn't have his machshava focused on something in his life, right? What is he going to do? A person has a job, he's focused on his job, he comes to work, he wants to finish it, he wants to do that pattern, he wants to finish this deal, he's focused on it. It's the best thing in the world because you're healing your life. Our Avodas Hashem should be focused. I'm focused on finishing this shiur. I'm focused on remembering what I am, what I'm doing. I'm a soldier for Melech Malchim Lochem. Ma'alat Eibishter. Does it have any meaning to you? No. But the chein fell down. Everything else has meaning to you. That has no meaning. Now we came back to the Be'er as well. Be'er Cham Be'er Ma'am Cham as well. This is the time we have to get this stuff. Because the Yitzhahara, it makes us chametz. Chametz is your machmetz, your machshava, in atzvus, in plain, didn't work out. Why did today? What's today? My son, my father, me, the next, tomorrow, all the time. That's what's happening. So we have the machshava. So what's the way to get out of it? The way to get out of it is always pick up your chein. I have a chein with erev. I have an achas erev. Apply your emunah. All right, now I'm doing the mitzvah, it's about to get chein. I'm doing tzedakah, I'm doing chesed. Live with your chesed mitzvah you're doing. You don't miss it, you're not living with it. You can't, because you have no brains at all. You don't have the brains, so you're missing the chelik kavanah of the mitzvah. So yes, Mitzrayim, but it's the halas kedush samach shavas. It's the oir of das. It's leidas hadas and leidas hadibur. You talk Torah and tefillah, you feel the words. You talk, you feel the bracha. If you're talking to Hashem, you feel the song, the psalm, the nigun. It's called the nigun of the Haggadah. It's called leidas kadosh chag, Shiur. It's a song, but the song means you feel the words. The nigun of the thing that the ta'amim make you feel it. You feel your life, you feel your Hashem, you feel the seichel. The seichel goes up. Seichel is born, but it's born together with the chein. The way to start is the chein. The chein is the kli, the seichel is the or. The middle levels, these both have to get together. That's why chesed goes together. That is the chein. There's a jag of chein in a very low place, but the nun is very small. You take the chesed down, which is called the levana. Chives in, sometimes just a small corner. Yeah, it goes in. Right? Then there's times that the nun, right, is complete. And it connects with the chesed. It's erev shlemus. That's one middle of the chodesh. It's like the sun, in a way that you can look at it. The sun I can't see over here. I can look at something very, very illuminating, very making big light, very, very good. And that's what's going on. Rosh Chodesh is the start of beginning of picking up the chein. And you go to the 12 months, you're shining it into the 12 months of the whole year, and the 12 hours of the day, and the 12 hours of the night. And the 12 Tivah Nefesh, a person, can talk, right? That's Shevet Yehuda, right? He thinks, that's Shevet Yisachar, right? He walks out to do things, which is Zvul, like business. You bring in, that's Zvul. You can see, it's Reuben, Shimon. Levi is this whole thing through Satas together. Levi is not the Shvat to go down. Right? Then we have, help me out.
Menashe.
Menashe and Ephraim. Menashe is the feelings, which is the main thing. A person goes crazy because he smells like a dog, He smells everything that's happening to him. So you have to have a feeling of kedusha, a feeling of happiness. It's all kedusha sabris. A Ephraim is kedusha sabris. A tanug of kedusha. Where we at?
Kas.
Done. Done is usher, eating, yama, sleeping. Where are you? God is all the work. You do your hands for your work. God. Huh? It's always happiness. Right? We got the whole thing, right? Levi is whole Yisrusa sat to working on. There's more stuff to it. There's more 12s to this because there's a whole lot covered. This is the way the Malchus goes up, the 12 go up. And that's what we're doing these days, that we're working at picking up the chein. We're doing the mitzvahs for Pesach. We're believing in it. Wow, this is special. I don't know why, but this is special. I'm like my father, my grandfather. Right, really, yeah. That's what I'll tell you the truth. Well, I was a kid in New York, yeah, right? We had Manischewitz one we couldn't buy, it wasn't, it's not 100%, right? And there was only one company, I know Lipschitz from Williamsburg, Lipschitz, he made wine, kosher wine. My grandfather used to make wine. He used to make it right. You didn't have wine for Yom Tov. We didn't have it, was very expensive. We couldn't have matzahs, everything was beautiful. After the war, people going to make matzahs and wine. And we're going on 13th Avenue, buying, nobody expected had silverware those years. We're buying glasses, nice glasses, outer cases, and small glass thing to pour the wine. People were so happy in the street. We're Yidden after this whole war. And my children are going to be Yidden, going to get Shiur. They go, yeah, that happiness, you can't make it down. Wow, it's like the happiness when I do tshuva every day. I feel like every Shabbos, the first Shabbos. I have a lot of, every week I have some Bel tshuva, it comes out. Shabbos, I envy him, he has a feeling of Shabbos more than me. But I try to do the same thing. So that's being mal of the chein. Get out of this chein sheker you're working in. You're working, something is pulling you, and it's making your atzvah stick as a chein of one thing to go like that. Your money is like this, your cover is like that. In the house, it's a chein that you want. You gotta get out of that chein. You gotta pick up the chein, the Yiddishe. You start with small, it goes up and up, you become second, you come back to Torah. But if you don't get to taking in the moon, like the first 12 days we build up, it's Aliyah Samalis, it's called Aliyah Samalis, Miyata Yerech, Chodesh Nissan, is a Chodesh, the whole thing is just Chodesh, what's the whole thing of Chodesh? Do we need a calendar to get out of Mitzrayim? It's the Malaman Azman. We need the calendar because the whole Siyas Mitzrayim, you wouldn't be able to grasp it if you don't build up the Malchus first. Now this is also called chapter 10 Makkos. The first of the 10 Makkos are the beginning. 10 Makkos went through the 12 months, a whole year, right? And really it's 10, so that's why Yiddishe is really the erev of Pesach starts to shine Yiddishe. We have to pick up Malchus Likutei. And we can't, because the Klippah, which is the Yitzhar, as we started speaking before, what is this Yitzhar? It's only Gaiba. The point is Machshavah. I can't get you out. The whole erev is doing Makkos Dam. Wow, it's such a special Makkah. Oh, wow, it's special. We got rich. We had a lot of money on that. Money where water was expensive. We came with, open the drinks company. We got a lot of money. It was carbonated. It's a little blood in there. It changed. But then right away, we fell down back to the Minut Charitumah. We couldn't grasp the nest. Right? And all these Nissan of the Eibster Medams for there, the Tzach, Dash, Bachar, really these are things that are no good for the Mitzrayim. It killed them, it's murder, it was a common then. But Rafali healed us up. Just explain a little bit. Like Makkos Dam, Hashem means Zionist, everything is just bloody, when I talk about dance for the arbors, like they showed with the water and the earth, it says, right? Dance for the arbor, the water became blood, which is like, blood is also usually an animal, a belchai. He showed us that he can make a diamond, which is water into a chai. So that is what blood is the whole thing, protein, all the strings of life. Right, then he showed Svardeya, right, that he can make the diamond into talking, singing. He can talk also. But he talks also. Svardeya sings all. He can make him drive you crazy also. I can change everything, your whole life inside. They showed it, they make it into the tiniest thing in the world, which Kisha can't even make it. But over here he showed that the whole earth is his. So the earth and the water, that's like Doimit Samech Chaim B'Davra. That's Doimit Samech, finished. The next matter is the Adash, Adash is Behemoth, right? And the Adam, Chein. Bachav is the whole world, you know. So, but in Avodas Hashem, that is B'Zionis. Things that were gonna happen today, I learned today, you know, business didn't work out. I'm afraid. My son, my father, right, so that's Marcus down. But you do Daim Hashem. I learned to live some Kal Bahar with the Bazar. So we had a Daim Hashem and they were shamed like blood, you know. So it's by you also. You want to be shamed like blood? Which is the chein shel That's it's hard. It's hard takes away machshavas in this world and the machshavah. What happens with you? Marcus Mitzrayim. You're like in the Nun Shari Tumah. You have creators out of this world. You can't focus on anything. There's a machshava, there's midas rois, there's tavis and everything. There's dam, shame, tzvardei, bulbulim, like somebody's mixing up your head all day. We have the das machshava, tzvardei, it's a nice song. Nobody mix me up. Because I have my way in life, I have a clear. Kinim, somebody who's too deep. You know, I'm perfect, I'm a real perfect guy. He's big, like. And that's Kinim is a matrical flowers as big as Dinam. And we're Canaan. I have a foundation. I'm only living the right way. Erev is the sweetness of all the sweet things in this world. It's all the time. And there's an erev name of Yiddishe. And they're no prayer. We can't feel that I'm sick. You know, it's all Dvar Hashem. I pray Hashem helps me. Wake up. Chein. Is the fire of the Yitzhahara. You're going to be a fire of the Habas Hashem, burning to the Erev. So Hadash Bacha, Borod is a year. Pacha, you're afraid of everything. You're afraid of Hashem. Arba, Rebbe explains there, Samach Dalit. That's the bit of the Chol HaPlani. You like black out completely. It's Arba like a whole army goes and take everything away. You don't know where you are, you know. Take away your head, take everything away from you. And that's the way they are. They just eat up everything. Where did it come from? Where did it go to? I said, the other side is the Arba, is okay, the Erev can send everything everywhere. It's Ochen Ruach U'Be'enish, there's a wind of Ruach Chaim, which can pick you up. Chayshech is the Chayshech HaMusik, the Eimek Seichel, which you can't get, and forget, you get from the Chmilavani, you do get it. And Magas B'Cheres, which is the B'nei B'Cher Yisrael, what's the world made for? What do they to want here? And the other side, there's a B'Cher in this world, honorable people, as they say, this is the world. So this is the fight between Yitzhahara. The first days of Nissan, we pick up the Malchus, and this is like the Koyach of the Esau Malchus. We attach to this by this avodah of holding on to the chein of the Yiddishe. Because it's still like a big fight now between Chametz and Matzah. Matzah means, right, getting out and fight, Metzusa. Russian, Anshe Metzusecha. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm going to fight with my thoughts. How do you fight? Where you want to get to? Sucking candy, sucking honey. I want to moitzu sanaktim is this kvaydi will get bigger and bigger. I want to get into the covered kedusha. I want to get into the moitzu sweetness of kedusha. Matzah is plain. Plain. Green Eibster is here. He's mamash here. It's the biggest smirk in the world. That came out. He's very here. He's not worried about it. Not think about it. Don't blow yourself up. Plain machshav. Chametz is blown up your machshav. And we got to get out of chametz. We got to get out of this chametz. And this is what we're learning. This whole manner that people say, okay, there is such a thing, deep thing, but I can't hold on. And Rebbe says this is chodeshness, chodesh is elochem. And when we come to Yudalit, Oil Habos of Likutei Chametz, we get the power that we clean out the chametz from our heart, which is a machshavas, zoris, davening, and a bracha. I can say, bro, I can talk to Hashem, I can think about Hashem. I'm going to fight for it. I can do it. I'm going to fight all these machshavas that fly around, because I'm always going to have, every time I'm going to do a minute of machshavas tevis, right? A room of atzvus and everything. I'm going to stop it. How do you stop it? Because how do we do it? You know, we have the chametz, right? So, you can't eat it all. Right? So you can't eat it all. So what's the cost? That's like the Isurim. Get out this, that's the Yitzhahara, real tough Yitzhahara, right? chametz, you can eat. So it means there's something in the heter, is Eser, right? Pesach is a big Eser, right? Is Eser is what? Mashu. What's this mashu mean? Okay, so mashu is a shear which applies to us and with Hashem. Okay, so let's look at the two sides. There's a mashu of how do I have to stay away from kfira. No mashu of kfira, get it out. There's a mashu of hirurim, daigas. I guess they went, get out of it. It's illusion, it's bad. Don't let it into a mashu. Don't start with it. Don't start with it. Yeah. Okay. So that's the one level, right? Well, there's another level also. The opposite. How much you have to do to get paid, get your salary. To say I did the job. We're talking something you can say there's no shear. And when a person thinks there's no shear, he didn't learn what the Rebbe was saying. The Rebbe always says what the shear is. That makes you not do the job because you don't know what the shear is. Right? You have people cleaning the house for Pesach, right? All they do is they don't clean the house. They make the head sick completely. Completely nervous. It's nothing to be nervous. There's a shear. The Rebbe explained this here. You have to make Pesach. It's not so hard. Exactly what to do. Do this there, do this there, and everything's clear. What is the avoid of a person of how to get Yitzhahara of your head? What's the shear? This shear is a mashu. Someone puts his head into eating, right? And stops. A mashu. Everybody, it's a mashu. I want to have it. You did the job. You must see a dance from a thing you like, Somebody called me today, just today. We went to a restaurant, $200 steak they bought. And as the fight started, the steak was on the table, nobody ate it, there was cries. I have $1 million, but it's priceless. Sometimes they bought the steak and they left it on the table. It's very painful. So that's the way you are. So in every masha who you're Mashiach das for the steak, it's very chashuv. You gave it a Hashem away. That's the shit, I'm not joking. You have to know you can do it. Every masha, you break the kas of masha, you break the worries of masha. That you have a chein. And you have to look at it and have a chein b'reivishter, and I'm put light into my heart. Chias came into my levana. That's what you're doing. Down to it. Right? You're doing it right. There's a shiur higher. That's not right. What's the real shiur of chametz? We say it's 18 minutes, right? And Allah is at 22, 24. What really comes at 22 or 24 minutes is really the shiur. When we're makbid by melicha, we're machmer. By chametz we're make. By chametz we're machmer. That's 18 minutes, right? 18 minutes small. What's 18 minutes? Rebbe Nachman says 18 minutes. But don't lose your chiyus. That's the whole thing. You're working all day. Okay, stop. Get some chiyus. Get a drink. A l'chaim. How do you do it? Just take a pill, a little tefillis. Fill yourself up. A minute, 2 minutes, 10 minutes. You can do it. Sometimes it's a Mishnah, that's what the Rebbe says. You just gotta have to fill up your battery pack with some power, and then you have more power right away. And it's easy. It's just a little bit of Torah and tefillah, and then you fill up this power, and you always take it. Now the main bank of power, the whole station, the whole Con Ed, is Pesach now. This is what it is. This is the real electric company. This is where all the power comes from. This is where we're going to get all the power in over here. Now, how do we do it? These are the days we have to focus on us to start to get used to this. Because these 14 days, and Pesach, the 50 days, are Ches and Nun. Nun is the 50 days of Shiur. With the Ches is the Chias, the Sechel comes down. And we have a lot of tzimtzumim with plain mitzvahs here. There's no such thing as so many mitzvahs we have in Pesach. So there are so many mitzvahs. Look at 20, 30 mitzvahs, 40 mitzvahs. Got a lot of mitzvahs out of this world. You just do make a bracha on the mitzvah. You scream the bracha. Saying the Haggadah of Pesach is tikkun ha-seichel. The wine of the Seder is tikkun ha-bris. We're always tikkun ha-bris in this Chodesh. We're getting to tikkun ha-bris. After that, you have a good summer. You just get out of this because you know how to focus on your machshava and what I want. You feel the sweetness of Hashem. You don't lose yourself anymore. You get because when you start these days you pick up the malchus. Then you work, you get into the machshava, and that's what we do Pesach. Where the Seder Yom Tov comes in, and the Kedusha opens up in a way that picks us up completely. Pesach, your mouth can sing to Hashem. You can talk The Haggadah, say the Haggadah, which is talking to Hashem, what he did. Why do we say the Haggadah in the way that we really don't understand it, You say a comic book, with the pictures from Pesach, it's still better, right? No, because when we say the Haggadah, all the Malach and all the Shem get all their koiches for a whole year. And all the Olamis have all the koiches. You say the word Chazal said. It's a mechilta. Say what Chazal says. It's very holy. And there's the Shiur of Kirshabis. It's the Shiur of the Torah. It reminds of the Torah Chok. It says about the Torah of Tzadikim. If it reminds of the God, it means that this is like the Shiur of Torah, which is Namshal Midas Rachman in the world. There's a Shiur of Mitzrayim. Every time we say the Haggadah, it's out of this world. Now the Pesach is called Pesach is Gemash Netzach. When we're not saying there's a moich, the main moich comes in. I wonder why. Then we go to the Kadesh or Chatz, Karpas, which means that we just took in a short way, which all this is the way the seichel goes in when we eat, when we drink the wine from Pesach, the first kos. We get the ha'or of seichel. That's what you get. You understand? We get that seichel. Regardless to go away, you get it. And in a way also, when the seichel goes away, right, we can keep it out, In the Pesach and the Sphere, there's a big kavanah all the time with godless and katnus, right? Katnus amoich isn't a bad thing. Chore katnus amoich is a problem. Chore katnus amoich is chametz. The katnus brings you in to worrying, because I don't understand, so you worry, that's a problem. But katnus, which is good, it's great. It's a boy coming from school. He just learned Visham Dulavisain, Chasal to the Pesach. He asks his mother, it's a Pesach day. When tomorrow, every day wakes up. But today's Pesach, And he's living in Pesach already. He's living there. Why? Because he's playing. That's Katnas Avot. We have to have that. P'nus Levana. Good Katnas. You have Katnas Avot in a way which is from Moichel Bittul, Moichel Bina. You have it in a way Das, Yemina Das, or Smola Das. Which is deeper stuff, but the main thing is just to know kindness is a good thing, but you have to get kosher kindness, which is karpas. Karpas is samach, perach, you work hard, and you 6 minutes, and you know what you're doing. You have a small garnish, you don't get paid, 20 shekel an hour, garnish 50 shekel. Yerek means fight. Yerek is like, you don't allow this thing to go. You fight again. You dip it into the salt water with the tzaddik says. Salt is a tzaddik, That we're noig in Ashkenazim, salt. Which means I take it easy with the katnas. I have kosher katnas. I know that making karpas is a baguette, It's colorful. Being the karpas is hair, right? It's green. It's glorious. I say, I know I'm earning over here. I'm making it. So that's a tip of katnas. Then we go on to Yachatz, we start to take the matzah. And wait a minute, I know this matzah here is a great or. I can't take the whole thing, you break the middle matzah. When we break the whole Seder in the beginning, we say, Ho Nachman Yediyach Olev Son. The D means Dalit Yud. I'm trying to fix my Dalit, my Levana, the chein, the Nun, I'm trying to fix it. In the beginning, you attach it to the Yud. You attach it to the Tzaddik, you attach it to the Das. But then you break the matzah and say, there's something bigger. There's something bigger than just taking your Levana and attaching to the Das. It's the Das itself. But that I'm going to get later. So you break it and you put that away for later. The love you leave, the Dalit, fixing the Dalit, getting the light of the Seichel to shine more into, which it started by the first Kaiser. He went away. So I said, I want to get it back in a complete way, which is from Matzahs, the Achdus Hashem. Rebbe says, hold Matzah in your hand, hold Rebbe in your hand. You know what that means? So then we say the Haggadah, and we answer all the questions of the world for connected the Arba Bonim to the Torah. Because a person falls into his has no machshava, because Echad Rosh says, I'm a Rosh, what do you want from me? Think about Hashem. I have a lot of problems, you know what I do? What do you want from me? Okay, today, I'll see you next year, 3 years, 10 years later. Just stop. He gets it. And you're going to have a lot of good days, a lot of good hours of learning. You'll enjoy your life. You'll get there. Wow. But I can't. Russia says, my boy, you can't get anywhere anyway. Yetzirah comes back. What do you teach the Russian? Hakeh Shinov. Well, Hakeh Shinov doesn't mean break his teeth. It's don't say. It's an Hakeh with a kuf. Hakeh. It's like someone drinks vinegar. Sounds terrible hard, It makes sense. You know what you're doing to yourself? Stop it. In the Torah, the Parsha of Rosh, it does say Torah. It says, Rebbe Nachman of Pesach. The Mechilta is Chazal, it says, the Haggadah say, you can't answer Rosh. You don't answer. So please just wake up. The drop of chein, the drop of light in yourself. Because there's the chein. Chein is lamed base. Chein is like the Havana. Start thinking, understand what you're doing. That way, so you can answer what's the answer that says about the Shani de Elisha. Bible Zero, so you say, you can tell the terrorists, because you want him to be a Shani de Elisha, stop asking questions. You'll learn, you have all the answers. You don't know the language, you don't know the book of the, you don't know how the machine works when you're asking questions about it. You don't learn this stuff. You don't know this whole thing. So become a Shani de Elisha. That's what we have to do. Get out of thinking you're Russia. Shine the light into the chein. Second level is, no, there's such a word of serving Hashem with a mullet. The chein, it shines. It's any Yiddishe, Alef. Yiddishe that everything is answered already. That I feel Hashem, you're going to become a tam. I have the complete light. The seichel shines into me. But then you have the Chacham himself. That's Ma'azois. No, it was, wow. Ma'azois means more zois. Everything's more. Everything's Eibishter. Shemos like the Likutei says, the Chacham has a whole symptom of Torah with the chein. Torah, mitzvahs, and everything. But then we get down to saying the Haggadah for the Reina, when we switch the Moedike Shvachim, and use light to the whole world, and we get the whole picture, who we are, what we are, and how much you have to work and understanding Tziyas Mitzrayim, and how much you go through a lot of sorrows and scream, and it's in the Haggadahs, tefillahs, and everything. Well, then we do the chein. The chein is the power, the koyach, like the first koyach of Tzaddik Chesed. The second one is, now we know that even if I have problems, I have a koyach of seichel to go through all the problems also. First one is the seichel without. Then this is even when there's tzimtzum, and then I get that also. After that, you really get down to the matzah, which is Achdus Hashem. There's also two kinds of matzahs. What is it? Matzah. Moitz lechem and oretz, achilas matzah. Which is one is Eibishter, the one he's here, it's lechem. And he's mamish into you, right? He wants you to eat, and when you eat, you fix. And you know that it's very plain, there's oiliness of light. Get into you for Torah and tefillah and everything you're doing. Then you get together the kairach, you get the ches and the nun together. Right before that, you do the morah. Say everything falls away. Morig matrim movis. I lose my whole thing again. I lose my much. No, you get a kairach. There's a mikdash. We put a sandwich with the Pesach. I was a man of Pesach. Pesach when he's jumping there. Pesach is jumping back to the Yiddishe. Right, and then we do the Suda because everyone wants us to be happy in this world with the Suda. That's what he wants the whole year to make a Suda. And learn and daven and feel Eirst. And then benching. Here you learn how to bench. There's the main benching. Every Rebbe says the 4 brachos of benching is Malchus Yiddishe. And this is Pesach. It's like that's a must for the whole remove. And then you start to shlishi and revi. Just take that das. You get that sadas. You start singing to Hashem. There's only thanking, which is a machshava wakes up the way it's supposed to be. And then over there you have a lot of things of machshava. Every word of that Shiur is a machshava, clean machshava. And then nirtza, you become the rossen, it's Hashem. You become so happy, so rossen that you talk like almost like a drunk. Echad miyadeh, echad aniyadeh. Everybody knows that. No, but I just found out. I just found out what it means. I didn't know what it means yesterday. Now, I know, you don't know. You don't know what the nun is neches attaches. Chad Gadya, story with a small Gadya. This is the story. Wow, there's a story how the Rebbe is going to come. It's all planned over here. You don't understand. I understand. Okay, so we've got just the Haggadah today, right? To understand how this thing of seichel and chein, if you get it what it is, you understand everything of Alev Pesach. We have to pick up the chein. That's the main of it, and that's what we're doing these days. What we're doing right now, not feel broken these days, not doing what we wanted to do. and things don't work out. Everybody has problems around these days. There's a lot of clippers fight these days also. But it's like, if you just pick up the name one, if we want to come to get to Pesach, to get what seichel is by me, you learn something, the Pesach will help you out. Then you have Shiur, which is really screaming to Hashem that I should always attach the big light to the small light. And I will just learn a little bit, so not too much, it's getting late, but just a little bit to learn. But the Rebbe just shows us what this whole thing is all about. As he says, "V'nasa oir halvona k'oir hacham." V'nasa oir halvona k'oir hacham, which is what we spoke about right now. Now you have to understand that even if you just do a little bit of picking up the chein, right? The mala chein, the oir halvona goes up, and it is right now k'oir hacham. It'll go bigger and bigger, and it will be attaching the Rosh Chodesh with the Sech. With the Siyas Mitzrayim, attaching your small point with the Sech, which is already gone. You can see that the closeness to Hashem in the small point, because you pulled the light into the small point. You did a small point as you did, and you know Hashem is there, and you're happy with Hashem, so you can see the light. And that light will let you, it will bring you bigger and bigger. This is the way Rebbe teaches us. You do what you can, believe in what you're doing, get light into it. Don't do it with Mimas Pshitz, with our brains. Do it with the brain. The brain is a simcha, it's the feeling. Then it is something that you understand. It's the Rebbe's derech. It's not doing plain without no light. We've heard from all Anash who have spoken about it. It's plain, we play with the Eibishter. You gotta do it with the Eibishter, and then you gotta go up. So that is our Alvana Karacham. I think it's like the whole drush we said today. It's just to get ready for these days. It's a chiyuv of the rice, say to talk about Yontif before Yontif. It's a very big Yontif. So really said, "Shmartim Sachukas, just get this Yontif into you. I need you to do Yontif, and we need you to do it." Okay. So the Rebbe says, "Amish einam mikashas manasechel v'chacham v'chiyashesh v'choldova zepchanas Esav." We spoke before Yaakov. Yaakov is like a katnas of das, but he gets to the Moharan, which means the way we're doing over here. He uses the nun to get to the ches. And then he gets ready, he goes into clarity, he's far from problems, out of chumas. You're living a nice life, your machshav is doing the Yiddishe, and it pulls you to good places all day. But if you can't do it, you got to do it like Yaakov. You got to do it in a lower way. But if you just give up, that's not nice, Don't do that, So the Rebbe says, you should know, this is what the clippers are all about. This is what chumas is. This you lose God for nothing. You can use this ace. You just gotta get into this. It's easy. You can do it. Don't be Esav. This is Esav. And by Esav says, you know the whole story with Esav. We pour me in. Pour me in the pot. Why do you ask Yaakov to pour in the pot? Why did he pour himself in his mouth? He was wearing jeans. It's always still their hands, the pockets, He couldn't take out his hands. So, like good, so he poured it in. But he says, don't mean anything to me. No, we're not like that, right? So we have to watch out. But that's what whole sphere is all about. Every day screaming, I don't want to be Esav. I want to be pulled at Seichel. I don't want to be Esav. And this is the Pesach says, this is like the main problem. This is what Chametz is all about. That if you don't have attachment, something to Seichel, coming to learn, coming to read something to Rebbe's Torah, coming to accept something, you don't want it anymore. That's Exil. What does he want? Tefuna is a part of Seichel, the Bina, which is in Tefuna playing, you can get it. You just want right now to feel the whiskey, get into it. That Yitzhahara fulfill this bad heart, this anger, these things. So this is like the hummus. So we got to get out of that. What we do, let's stop a little bit. No, but Stop 1 minute every time. That we can do, right? What we do all day, think about Hashem. We really can be machadash on Hashem. What does a person think about a whole day? Nothing more or less. But something it's about learning, something relationship, you think about problems, you think things have to arrange. There's always a lot of things to arrange. Right? So really, you're not mastering the art of working with your seichel. How do you master the art of working with your seichel? It's just not hard. You always have things to arrange, you think about it, right? You have things you have to do, think about it. Think about Torah, think about it. In the middle, you always think that everything that I want to do, and I think how I want to break the rabbit. So it's hard, it's very easy, because you see right away, I have a problem with something, right? So first thing you get out, you're in my spirit, which means, okay, see, I'm getting angry, so I have to think, what is anger? Anger makes problems. It can break things, it can make me a lot of trouble. I don't want anger, Anger is a dirty thing, I don't want it. Let's think, okay. Then sometimes I have worries. Worry, I had enough of that in my life. So I don't want it. But I have to have worry. Because I'm strong, it's why I don't want worry. Worry is that you're mice, somebody likes money. Nobody, money isn't such a real thing for reals. You have to just work, do it. I don't want to be pulled away into thinking about money and nice things and food. So, minus the food, it makes me headache, makes me sick. And I don't want to think about food anyway. And Tavis, Averis, that's crazy. That's out of this world. You're a mice. You get used to being a mice, bro. You get used to understand. I don't want that. That's what Rebbe teaches us here. Over here, the Rebbe was Megala. What is the whole Torah talking about? That this whole thing of Torah, Tfilas, and Malachein is the Yiddishe. If you don't use that, you're in the Yiddishe. What's the meaning in Yiddishe? It says, right? Zechor says, get up before and do. Get Davik to Hashem. The erev of Torah, if you miss a Torah, breaks the Nissan before the Nissan comes. If you don't break the Nissan before the Nissan comes, you're not busy with Hashem at all. Somebody mixed up your head, you don't know the main things about Hashem. The main thing about Hashem is break the Nissan before it comes. Be medavik with and get ready for davening. Get ready after davening how to hold on. I don't lose it. I break. I'm going to davik the Yiddishe the whole time in a way that I can master my machshava at the whole time also. This is what the Yiddishe is all about. Get your machshava focused. And I'm not talking about very lofty things, which you can do it. But then the main thing is to get it in which time is made sariyam, because power is erev. You have a big brain, but it doesn't go into the mass, into your machav. You gotta get it in. That's the way we do it. It's like bir chametz, it's a whole day. That's what we're doing right now. And we can't do a whole day. You have the hours by this. That's why it's so important. That hours by these 12 days. Right? You have half an hour. In the morning we have to do it right. This is the time where I'm starting again. The master, the art of living. Living. Or else which is, Rebbe says it after he explains the singing of Nun. He doesn't say it after the union of Seichel Ches, right? Anyone of them. You don't have Ches? Okay, do Nun. If you don't do that, come on. And what is that? That is just a small rust, a small skull. It's Anocha, which is a fire that burns the chametz. And that is the power of burning the chametz. And that is the whole thing of power in Mitzrayim. We have to burn them up today. But it says, they'll fall away. It won't fall. It means lost to love it. But it means by you also. If you're going to be strong, it's going to fall away. We put out a fire. We're mastering this art of getting chametz out, getting Yiddishe out. What the day we clean the house, getting the chametz out, getting ready for Pesach, and we light the fire. It's a fire of Yiras Shemayim, which burns the strachem. It's finished with him. You burn him with chein, burning with a chnor from Erev, which burns in your heart. You burn the fire of Yiras Shemayim. It's a fire that will burn all the goyim. burns Ezra's, burns Amalek, the record says, Earl Abbas about Knesset Chometz, that's beer Chometz, Amom and Amalek. As a day beer Chometz, then we get the Korban Pesach. Korban Pesach is the main Aliyah of Malchus, the Yiddishe, that it, Korban Pesach starts to accept their accept this whole, it starts the whole connection that we go into the Yiddishe, that we're always mayor into the Shechina, or the erev to Malchus, and we're always connected with our plainness, with our heart. It's connected. So we get that whole thing. And we go into that. We have to burn the wrath. The teva and wrath is buffalo. And we go into that thing because that's the Metzias of Pesach. Yeah, we can have Pesach just, some of the Shabbos wine, the Shabbos Masses, right, 15 minutes later, and they ain't had enough, Okay, so you're not looking for it. Now, Bresta is all about, she's looking for something. And Bresta Rebbe has the answers, how to do it plain. Here's the deep stuff, the answer how to put it plain. That's what we've learned from Anash, we've seen all the years. It's the way it works. It's the way you can get all the Chiddush Torah you need to have a different kind of Pesach and know what you're alive for. And I don't have to go into Rebbe Yard, not to go into worries, not to be machmas, I didn't get to what I wanted. No, just be simple. Happiest Pesach. A Pesach of light, Pesach of Machshav, of Simcha Hashem, Begillah Tzaddik. Hashem is Berchen, as Shmir and Ivra and for me the world is made. Now the Bnei B'chor Yisrael, there's such a nachas going on, there's such a wonderful thing going on. I see it, I believe in it, I see it. Hashem is help us. Have a happy Pesach, and next year I'll be able to continue to understand how this is done with the Torah in 3 levels, which means the mitzvah also, which means the mitzvah of Pesach, where how do we get the power to get into this, and let's fill it through that. The Rebbe Nachman,